Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to our garden. Today I want to talk about a couple of bushes and one bush slash vine, and they're in the back. You can see it's November and with summer winding down and a lot of the summer plants that have pooped out now. There's a few things in a garden that you want to be bright and last through the winter, especially if you have birds, hummingbirds, and butterflies. And so I'm going to come back to the back and I'm going to talk about two in particular. So bear with me as I come back in through here. These are my milkweed for my monarch caterpillars. But this first bush that is absolutely wonderful all year long is called a firebush. And as you can see, it has pretty small flowers, but they're tubular shaped. The bees, hummingbirds, and butterflies absolutely love this bush, and it is native to the south. It is a wonderful bush here in zone 9A in the Houston area, which is along the upper Gulf Coast. And I can't say enough about having firebush. It is such a wonderful bush to have that so many insects and animals and birds and like I said, butterflies, they just love this bush. The other bush I want to talk about is called a Cape Honeysuckle, and it's really not a honeysuckle. I don't know why they've named it as such, but it is, from what I've read, more closely related to the trumpet creeper. But this particular bush has these orange tubular flowers, and you can see it is somewhat close to what a trumpet creeper flower looks like. But the wonderful thing about this plant is it blooms from fall to spring. And so down here, there aren't a lot of nectar type plants that this is, their time, if you will. And our particular trumpet creeper has just started to bloom. And so as you can see, trying to bring it up here, let me come over here. We have trained it along a trellis, and it actually can grow really, really high if you have it trellised. They say up to 35 feet, which seems unreal, but we have it trellised here along our fence on a trellis, and it just has grown beautifully this year. We planted it last year, and I didn't know if I really wanted to keep it, and so I trimmed it up, and it didn't really flower much. But this year we decided to train it up the trellis, and I did decide to keep it, and it has been blooming for us beautifully. It is not a native. It is actually a native in South Africa, but it does grow very well here, and it provides a lot of nectar to plants during the winter time. So we are going to see if this is a nice bloomer throughout the winter and early spring months, because so far in the late fall here, it is just blooming beautifully. So the two plants that we have back here that are hummingbirds, butterflies, bees, wasps love is the firebush and the Cape honeysuckle. Thanks for joining me today, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.